Alright, so first off we have my photography backpack. This has most of the things that I own. It has, the main pocket is this big one. You gotta unlock the two straps that it has on the sides, and then you can unzip the entire thing and open it. Inside it has my camera with its own little space to protect it. I have my secondary lens in here. Here in this pocket I have stuff for the flash and umbrella that I'll show you later. Here I have a tiny tripod in case it's ever necessary. It's sometimes useful to have a small tripod on the go. My Canon strap that I never use, and this is in case I ever want to diffuse the internal flash of the camera. Over here I have the charger, and it has this cloth integrated into the backpack so that I can clean the camera lens. Here at the top I have a backup SD card. This one over here doesn't have anything. That covers the inside of my backpack. Now let's cover the small pocket. Here's where I placed the business cards. And this here is the SD card reader for transferring the pictures to the computer. One thing to mention about removing these straps is that if you're only gonna take out the camera, you don't actually have to remove the straps. You can just do this, open, and remove the camera. Removing the straps is only necessary if you want to open it completely and remove something from the pockets. The top compartment is where I keep the flash cannon. The flash cannon is also known as an off-camera flash. Now, this here is the screen to see information. Honestly, I don't really know how to use all the buttons very well. I usually just pair it to the camera and start shooting. I haven't really had a case where I needed to customize all the flash options. The Canon can change the angle if you push on this button, and then you can start moving. You can also rotate full 360 degrees. You can pull on this tab here, and out comes two things. One is a diffuser. It slaps onto the top of this thing to diffuse the light, and this here is a reflector. So the light comes out diffused and it bounces off of this. You can also take back only one of them or the other if you don't want to use both. To turn it on, this thing, it's kind of counterintuitive. The position being up is pointing to the left, so it's pointing to off. If you push it down, it's pointing to the right, and the thing turns on. You can see by the pilot here, and if this thing is green, it means it's gonna be beeping a lot, and that is, I don't know if you can tell in the video, but it beeps very loudly and it's annoying as fuck. So what I always do is press this button here, the light turns off, and it's not gonna beep anymore, because it beeps every time you take a picture, and it beeps 4 times per picture. Now to slide it on something, this is the base, and you slide it on something. It snatches here. Once it's in position, you slide this thing to lock it. To unlock it, you have to press this little button here, and then you can rotate. Let me show you how it looks on the camera. Camera has this bracket here at the top. That's where this metal brace latches onto. So you slide it on, just push gently. Once it reaches the back, you slide this thing in there. It's not moving anymore. Whenever you're gonna use the flash, first you turn on the camera, and then once the camera is on, you turn on the flash and remove the music. You've got to do that every time you turn it on. So say that I want to take a picture, I just aim, pull out the diffuser, and just snap. Right now I'm not taking anything because it has a cover, but just to show you, like, I'm about to make a half press just so it focuses, and then I snap. Once you're done, first you turn off the flash, then the camera, put everything back in its place, and to unlock it you press this thing, rotate, and then you can remove it. You put both things in their cases. The flash can has this little case. It also comes with this base so that you can like set it up somewhere if you want to, but I've never used it. It might be useful with a different thing that I'm gonna show you in a bit. Let me put this away just for the sake of being complete. And put it back here and close. Now, one more thing that you should learn about the backpack. It has a small pocket here, but I've never used it. Could be useful for something. In the back here, I have an extra set of lens protectors. The kind that goes on a lens when it's not being used. I also have an extra cloth to clean the camera. 2 extra cloths actually. And here I have my lens filters. I have 2 different filters. One of them is an ultraviolet light filtering lens. The lenses screw onto each other so you can like put them together, and they also screw into the camera lens. This is a polarizer filter. What it does is filter out some light so that, for example, if you're shooting at a body of water, the polarizer filter would remove some of the lens flare, so you would be able to see more clearly through the water rather than have light reflecting on it. And this here is an ultraviolet filter, so it filters out some of the sunlight and could be better, like you might get better shots when you're shooting in direct sunlight. I haven't really used them in a long time, but mostly just because like they're extra stuff to be cleaning all the time. So if I were to use one, it would be the polarizer filter. You get slightly better shots, but to be honest, it's something you can achieve with Photoshop as well, usually, like except for bodies of water like I mentioned. For general purposes, just like what we're gonna do on Monday, shooting people, the polarizer filter helps get slightly better shots in terms of color and crispiness, but it's something you can achieve in Photoshop, so I don't think it's worth the extra stuff to be cleaning. Let me put this back. It has another small compartment here where I keep, well, other stuff. I have the templates that I had made for Jose Juan and Karen's wedding, like the pictures I was gonna be taking. They're honestly really shitty drawings. I just wanted the poses, but yeah, whatever. I don't need this anymore. I'm just carrying it just because. I'm also carrying some items that could help when you need to strap something on in a hurry. Like if you're in a difficult position. Oh look, another cloth. If you're in a difficult position, like something broke, these might be helpful. Let me close this. Now the camera, the camera bag has only one strap. It goes across your chest, and then another secondary strap goes diagonally